So today's cooking experiment is going to be a beer bread. So I picked up this beer bread from a Pick n Pay, and they recommend to try it with a cider on the back. So we're going to give it a shot with Savannah, and we'll keep you updated how it goes. So some may consider this cheating, but we always have gas with us. So I've got a little gas fire lighter, and we're trying this out now instead of traditional fire lighters. So yeah, it's worked well so far. We're getting 20 to 24 briquettes ready. 60 to 65% of the briquettes will go on top of the Dutch oven, and the other 35% will go below the Dutch oven. We'll see you in a bit. So I normally don't preheat my Dutch oven, but today I am, and as usual I line it with baking paper and some spray and cook just to make cleanup easier. The recipe calls for preheating of an oven, so we will give it a shot today. And we're slowly adding the cider and beating it into a batter. So we've beaten it to a stiff batter now. Now we just need the oven to preheat and we'll be good to go. Let's see how this turns out. First time doing it. So our coals are nearly prepared. I'm going to put the Dutch oven on top now to preheat. So it's around 60% of the coals on top and 30-35% of the coals on the bottom. So this is the Dutch oven on preheat. As you can see, I've got 3, 6, 9, 12-ish coals on top, and then the balance of the coals below. It's not an exact science, but this formation will give you about 180 degrees internal temperature. And you want the bottom off the coals and not too close, otherwise you'll burn the bottom of whatever you're cooking. So this set of coals will probably give me around an hour's worth of cook time. And we need to just plan in that. The bread says it will take 45 minutes, so I'll be back in 10 minutes and we will put the dough or the batter into the preheated Dutch oven, and then we'll go from there. Just melting some butter now on the old coals on the top to pour over the top of the bread. Should be good. Okay, so we've preheated the oven. We're just going to gently remove the lid here so we don't burn ourselves. And we're going to get our mixture in here, which is very, very sticky. Let's see, let's get this mixture in. This is going to be lovely to clean, but let's get this in here. The pan is nice and warm, the oven. Okay. Some left over. We'll call that, you know what, we'll call that good enough. Okay. Come on. Let's get off there. Yeah. We're then going to get our butter. Here we've melted our butter very nicely over the coals. And we're just going to pour our butter over the top. That looks incredibly rich. Okay, we'll say goodbye to our bread for 45 minutes and we'll call you back in. So we're just doing a 20-minute check. Your bread is looking good, in fact just a little bit too toasty on top. So what I've done is I've removed the coals around the middle and I'm leaving the coals on the edge just to lessen the heat slightly on the top. Okay, so we're checking the 40-minute check. The bread is looking amazing, sounding good. We're going to do the knife test. The knife is coming out clean. So that means the batter should be cooked. So we're going to remove it from the fire and we'll let it rest for a bit. But as you can see here with the briquettes, at about an hour after they were ready to cook, they're almost out. So you get about an hour's worth of cook time at 180 degrees with around 12, 13 on top and 7, 8, 9 underneath. Excellent. So that's a beer bread. We'll cut open just now and show you the result. So we're going to pair our Italian garlic and herb beer bread with some marinated Kassler chops, and we'll see how it comes out. Yum, yum. So that's a nice afternoon cooking on the braai with the Dutch oven, and then some Kassler chops afterwards, and we'll see what it all tastes like shortly. But it certainly looks good, and the bread came out very nicely. I've left it resting for a few minutes, and should taste excellent. It is a garlic recipe, so let's see. And how's that for dinner in the bush? The beer bread has come out amazing, and the smell is just divine. The Kassler chop looks great, and we've got our obligatory greens with it. So I'll leave you with that, and it's that easy to cook a beautiful beer bread.